How's it going, YouTube? Speckham Auto is back with another video today. So I got a little interesting project going on for my car. It's like a take your time kind of deal, so it's not like I'm in any hurry to get it all done in one day. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to do everything because for one, I don't have all the parts, and for two, you can probably hear the rain outside, so it's raining, so I'm in the shed. So basically what we got going on is I got black interior pieces from a 2011 Honda Civic LXS sedan, because as you guys know, the LXS is the only non-SI model of the 8th gen Civics that came with black interior. Everything ranging from DX to EXL either came in tan or gray. So the LXS is like the one trim level made from 2009 to 2011 with the black interior. So I found one at the junkyard after over a year of searching for one for parts. And I got my hands on probably a fair 80 to 90% of the interior. Of course, I'm missing some big dash pieces and I'm missing the seats, but that's perfectly fine. The reason I couldn't find the dash parts and stuff is because, one, the glove box was messed up and scratched, had deep scratches in it. And number two, the dashboard had deep scratches in it because whoever had it, or maybe it was some idiot at the junkyard, decided it was a good idea to completely and utterly destroy the dashboard in the car. So that kind of sucks. But I got the parts that I can get, and of course the parts have dirt on it. It has some fade and stuff. So this is where this little project comes in. I'll show you guys right now what I'm talking about. Okay guys, so as you can see, I got some door panels in here. They're obviously dirty, and you guys can see that there's places on it from sun fade potentially. So there's like little white spots splodged in spots around, like right here and like right up here, here. I saw this video on YouTube, well, several videos, because I was like, man, I want to make damn sure this is a real thing. I saw videos of people taking heat guns, and I guess somehow the heat gun blows hot air onto the surface, and it pulls out the original finish from inside, because it essentially burns off the oxidation and the fade, and it pulls out the original finish from inside the material. So it's supposed to give it a restored look, and it's supposed to bring it back to original form. So right here, we're going to go ahead and try to experiment with this real quick, because I want to see for myself if it's real. And I'm also going to do a follow-up video in the next several months or so to tell you guys how much or how long it lasts, or if it's permanent. So because every video I've watched on YouTube about this little trick, nobody has any idea how long it lasts. One video says it's permanent, but everyone else either says it's not long term, or if it is, it only lasts like maybe a few months and it'll go back to the way it was. So let me find a way to sit this door panel down, and I'll start this heat gun up for you, and we're going to see how this works. Okay guys, so before we get started with this, we're going to go ahead and just dry this off real quick, get all this rainwater off of it. And maybe, for all I know, maybe this wiping all this rainwater off will help get some of this dirt and stuff off of it, so it'll be a more accurate look versus if I just started blowing on it while it was all dirty. I also brought interior cleaner with me, sitting in that black bottle right there, but we're gonna be using that following this. Alright guys, so remember, get a good look at this real quick. So here's this white spot here, this white spot here, and this white spot kind of like splotched throughout. We're going to go ahead and take our heat gun. We're going to turn it on. Let it heat up for a second. And when it reaches top temperature, we'll go ahead and start blowing on it. But I wouldn't hold it in one spot for too long because you could melt the plastic and the vinyl material. And you should also keep it at a decent distance, but not too far away, not too close. You gotta like find that perfect medium. This is my personal first time doing it myself, so I'm learning with you guys as I film. So if I fuck up, I fuck up, and well, I guess, because as you can see, there's already damage to the door panel in areas from like age and all that. Alright, so let's start out right here. We're going to see if it starts to change. Looks like it's starting to change a little bit. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. Let's try a more obvious spot, like right here. There you go. You guys see that? You see it starting to change? Alright guys, so we're going to try a different tactic here. I know it probably started to change a little bit, but I want to see if maybe if I add some cleaner to it and try to start wiping stuff into the material, maybe they'll start to come up a little faster and a little better. I'm trying to see, experiment with it and try it for myself. Maybe it varies on the material that door panels and stuff are made out of. I mean, for all I know, this is probably not the door panel that'll work with this trick, but I figured I would at least try. So we'll just start spraying interior cleaner all through. Nice and coated. And then we'll start taking our microfiber towel. Oh, look at that. It's steaming. Alright, we're going to start wiping. I guess this door panel got pretty freaking hot, huh? And see, look, with this, it's starting to look really, really good. I kept the heat gun running just so I can keep it up to temperature and not have to wait for it again. So that's why it's just sitting there running. Just kind of like idling, you know what I mean? Alright, so now we're just going to keep wiping. Think of this little project of mine as like a painting on a canvas that you're trying to do. Think of it as, if something doesn't work out the way you expect it, don't get mad, don't feel like you're a failure, but rather think of it as a learning lesson, and as Bob Ross would say, if anything happens, it's just a happy little accident, it's no big deal, just move on from it, and, just learn from it, and it'll be okay. I love Bob Ross and his paintings. It's really good. Sometimes I kind of look up to him as a role model for my ways of doing YouTube videos and doing car projects. Yeah, it's not a physical painting or anything, but it's still a project. Let's see how this fares now. This might actually help it. At least that's the goal. Sometimes you don't get the result you want right away, and you just have to work for it, and if you don't get it, then you don't get it. But at least if you get some result that will still benefit you in some sort of way, like if I do this with the interior cleaner, wipe it off, then blow it with the dryer or the heat gun, and it still helps restore it, makes it look nicer, then heck yeah, man. Even if it doesn't bring it back to 100% and it's like maybe 85, 90, 95%, then hell yeah, I'll take that. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be, even though I swap this interior out, I'm still going to tint my windows and stuff eventually. So I mean, you're going to be sitting in a darker colored car with darker windows. You're not really going to see the faded spots all that well. And I'm thinking maybe if this doesn't work, I can try another experiment. I know there's products that help restore interior plastics and vinyls, so maybe I can try that and make a video on that. So I mean, even if this project fails, I could still try other things and accept the results I get, and it'll help me create more YouTube content for you guys to watch. See, it looks better. I mean, you still see fades and stuff in places, but after using the interior cleaner, it still looks really, really nice. Alright guys, so I love making videos like this. I don't know about you guys, but I love making project videos to where I'm doing different experiments on different things. If you guys have been subscribed to me for a while now, you guys will know that I always do experimental videos. If you guys remember, about a year or two ago, I did the headlight experiment video with my other Honda. Yeah, so you guys will remember I did like 2 or 3 different experiments with it, and one of them, like 1 or 2 of them failed, and then the last one worked. This is kind of similar, but except with headlight restoration, I'm doing attempted door panel restoration. So I switched out the heat gun because this one's old and messed up and stuff, so I'm just gonna unplug it. And I'm gonna use this one. This one's practically brand new. It's only like a year or 2 old. And you can see how well lit up it is inside. So this thing's like burning hot. So let's see if this if this heat gun works any better. So let's go back to this spot right here. Yeah, I could already tell it's doing something else. Set this over here real quick. Yeah, this thing's pretty hot. Yeah, there's like very substantial fade and damage. I don't know if I'd be able to get this back out. I don't know about you guys, but it looks like I at least got this arm part fixed. Let's take a look at this real quick and see what this does for me. Okay, guys. Let me sit my gun over here. Pick this door panel up. We're gonna turn it around, and we're gonna sit it up. And we're gonna take a quick look at it, make a little assessment, right? If this camera wants to focus. Well, I mean, it looks a little bit different. I mean, it doesn't really look much better. I think what really helped mostly was the interior cleaner, so huge thank you to Meguiar's for actually being a good product. I don't know if I don't think this experiment is gonna work on these guys. I feel like it probably did a little bit, but obviously it doesn't fully restore it like a lot of other videos. So it's probably just the plastic and the vinyl that these particular door panels are made out of that it doesn't work for, or maybe it's just so far gone that it just won't work. So I'm gonna be looking into a what is it, like a product that I've seen online about you can do car plastics and interior parts restorations. I do have the Meguiar's Back to Black stuff, but I did a video on that already with the windshield cowl on my car, and it didn't work. Like it lasted like maybe a few weeks and it faded back out again. So I feel like if I attempted that with this interior, I feel like it will just do the same thing. But if I can find some like door panel vinyl plastic specific stuff, then I'll definitely be experimenting with it and doing videos of it. But before I go, I'm going to do a quick comparison. So we're going to bring this one down. Just sit right here. So here's the one that I did. And here's the one I didn't touch. Although there's still faded spots and all that up on this area, you can definitely tell it is substantially better once it's cleaned up. So I feel like to an extent these door panels can be saved. I'm going to kind of question the driver's side one though, because this donor car was in a frontal left collision. So the driver's side front door was bent inward. But as you can see, the door panel is still mostly in one piece. It's just a little bit of wrinkling here, and then there's like a little bit of a bend here. But I was thinking I can like take my heat gun, heat this up real good, and then I can like take some tape or something and maybe fold it down and tape it down so it holds itself down. And I was thinking maybe I can straighten this back out. Actually, while I'm here, maybe I can do that. Okay guys, so I got some masking tape. I'm going to go ahead and tear off a piece. Like a nice long piece, like about this long. I mean, you can't see it, but about this long. Not too long, right? We're going to stick it right here on the corner so we don't lose it. We're going to take our heat gun. We're going to reheat it. And then once it's good, we're going to start hitting it with this and see if we can straighten it back out. I'm going to see if I can melt it and morph it back into the original form prior to its collision. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start hitting it. So before I hit it, see this nice little wrinkle there? See how it's a little off? Let's go ahead and hit that. They get nice and hot. Watch the water evaporate. There you go. There we go. Look at that. Alright. While it's hot, real quick, we're going to go ahead and take our tape. We're going to stick it right over top. Real fast so you don't burn yourself. And we're going to pull it. We're going to pull it over and stick it down. And we're going to see if this will help it. Alright, so as you guys can see, I got it heated up and taped down. I even pushed down on it. Just got to be careful because you don't want to burn yourself. You know, push it down while it's hot, put the masking tape over it, and just let it sit. Let it cool down for a little bit, and when it cools down, we're going to take the tape off and we're going to see if it came out any better. Okay guys, so I ended up deciding after a while of trying heat gun and all that, I ended up just deciding for right now to go ahead and just use the interior cleaner on all the door panels. So they all shined up really good, as you can see. Like this is probably the best door panel out of all four, and it cleaned up very beautifully. The other three obviously still have, despite being really shiny and stuff, you could still see some spots and stuff. It's okay though, it's not a big deal. I just thought it'd be a little experiment for me to try. Here's the other front door panel. This is the driver's side, as you can see. I ended up heating it up, and I think it bent back down just a little bit, but as you can see, it kind of messed up the material there a little bit. Again, it's whatever. It is what it is. It's no use in me being mad about it. It's just a little mistake. No big deal. It's all junkyard parts and stuff, so I mean, you gotta expect some wear in some areas. Here's the last door panel. See, they all clean up real nice. I'm thinking next time I clean anything on these door panels, it's gonna be these cloth armrests, because these are still dirty technically. It's just a little hard to tell, except for this one. You can really tell it's dirty. But I'm gonna take some fabric interior cleaner and scrub them all down, and maybe I might use my extractor, I don't know, to suck all that shit out. But if not, I'll just scrub it and do what I need to do with it and make it come back out. And as I stated earlier about the little fade spots that the heat gun couldn't do, I'm gonna go ahead and try maybe a few different experiments on different videos. Of course, I don't know when those videos are gonna come and be made, but I'm gonna try the back to black stuff that I had previously. I'm gonna try that, because who knows, maybe it'll work better on interior parts. Who knows, because this isn't exposed in the direct elements and sunlight as much as a cowling is, you know. So I can try that on these, see how that comes out, see how long it lasts. I'll let you guys know on that. And if that project or that experiment doesn't work, then I'll move on to another interior vinyl plastic restoring kind of deal made specifically for door panels and other things, because I've seen stuff online. So that's the game plan from there. Every other black piece that I have that's not the door panels is all good to go. They're just dirty and they need cleaned up. So these all obviously cleaned up very nice, besides the bits of wear on these. But like I said, it's not a big deal. Well, the car that these came out of is a 10-year-old car, so it's gonna have 10 years of wear, so it's kind of to be expected, especially in a car that got into a collision and ended up in the yard. So yeah guys, that's what's going to be the game plan. All the other parts I got, I'm going to clean them. They're going to be really nice. I can pretty much guarantee you that, because I can see the potential in things that are a little bit worn and dirty, you know what I mean? I can see things. I see it as a canvas. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. You guys know me, I like to do experimental stuff, and this was obviously an experimental video. I wasn't expecting this to work, because I was watching these videos on YouTube, and I was like, this is so too good to be true. And of course, in my case, it was, but that's okay. Like I said, we got plenty of other projects to try, other experiments to try with this to attempt to restore the fading out of this. Next is going to be the back to black stuff, so keep your eyes peeled out for that video in the future. But alright guys, make sure you like the video. Please subscribe to my channel, share the video to your friends and family, all your social media platforms. It really helps the channel grow, because the more likes my video gets, the more YouTube will suggest my content to new viewers, and that'll draw more viewers in, more likes, more subscriptions. So please and thank you so much for doing your part, and I really hope you enjoy the content. See y'all next time.